What's up, y'all? Welcome back. So, we're gonna be jumping into a game called Her Story. I have no idea what this is. I know I've said that a lot lately, but honestly, I'm just looking for stuff to find and play, and this looks super interesting, so let's get it going. And we got our LaCroix. No free brand deals. This looks super interesting, though. It's like a solve a murder case, I think, and it has like videos, like video recordings or something. I don't know. Looks super interesting though. So yeah, I think you watch through the videos and then you have to like find out if she did it. I think something like that. I don't know. It seems interesting though. So let's check it out. Blank. Is there like apps first one, second one?
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Okay.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Alright.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Why do you need a lawyer if you're innocent?
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other.
Out here like Amber Heard.
Just that.
Lying.
Stories.
Okay. So I could type in. Ooh. So you do keywords. Interesting.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Okay.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair.
Wow. Going after them
Another
gingers.
photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
I'm gonna add this one because she gave me the name of the place that he worked.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they have in sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Probable cause? Maybe.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident.
To who?
So what do we do next?
Interesting. What's the name of this one?
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass.
Ernst
They
Brothers
do windows,
Glass.
all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work.
But just this one? Yeah. Okay.
It's the Rockington Arms. The Rock.
Rockington Arms. This is kind of interesting. Just that one again? Okay. Alright. Hmm. No. What else we gotta find? Watched all these.
It's the Rockington Arms. The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Peter and
There's
Susan.
some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen.
Helen.
Peter said Simon.
Aha! Got a new one.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes. I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Would you now? Would you now?
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing.
You're sus.
And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that.
Stories.
Stories. Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
It's weird because it's like she's responding to my
Yes. I read a lot as a child and
my
watched
things.
lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories. Fairy tales.
Fairy-
Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories. No, it was just me and her. It was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going
lots
to
of
be a girl.
information in this one.
It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
This is super freaking interesting. I'm here for it.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, A moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise.
That's a weird
We
thing.
tried to kill it, but it was tough.
Hey, why'd you smile?
Crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
It's the first sign that you're a psychopath. Alright, what did she say in this one?
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong.
Ah, crap. That. Oh. No, it's like.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child.
Eve. Look at all this content. This is so cool. Access limited to first 5 entries. Why? Well, that's interesting.
Well, my friend Eve.
Oh, I'm
Which is the
so
kind when I was a
into
kid.
this, y'all.
Which
This
was
is
also
wild.
popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes. Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
You're a crazy
There
person.
was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it out.
Whoa. You
And
killed
for a
Simon.
moment, I just wanted to kill her
This is enough evidence.
and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment.
Yeah, that's not
We
normal.
made up afterwards.
You know that's not
It was a
normal, right?
love-hate relationship.
No, definitely not a love-hate relationship. That's a love-psychopath relationship. You freak.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve.
You're a
My
crazy
parents sent me
person.
off.
Who's Hannah? Are you Hannah?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
I am so freaking into this. This is fucking cool.
Poor Simon.
Bitch, you wild.
My mother called me Eve.
What? I'm sorry, what? What do you, what? Do you have some like weird personality, like multiple personality disorder? What is going on?
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it, and I'm going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl.
Florence. This is wild.
Across the road, when my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was
What?
dead. But I
The
wasn't.
hell?
She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Wait, so, whoa, what the fuck? Wait, so she's Hannah and Eve and whoever this person is in this video? Because she referred to herself as Hannah, why are you talking about Eve? But then she said Hannah was born the same time I was. Whoa. Yo, this
Florence
is
took me
fucking
home with
crazy.
her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Yo, this is sick.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
What? The Bro, stop doing that.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Yo, this is so cool. Alright, which one was the other one that had... Oh, I could add content. Okay, I'm gonna need to do that.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person. No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it.
Hella info.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn
We
girls,
checked
so
off
they were
Florence
convinced
and
it was going
Eve.
to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Alright, let's see. Lawrence. Good. We're gonna do exclamation point, check. Eve, check. Alright, so that's good. What was this one?
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
Dollhouse, that's what I wanted to
I
look
don't know
up.
if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there.
Yeah, the
We'd left
weird
the light
moth
on.
thing.
It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough.
You're crazy.
We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
I feel like that's also something I should look up. So, dollhouse. Moth. Arabian Nights. Alright. Let's do dollhouse. Oh boy.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
I don't like the music tonage. I feel like that's changed.
She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse.
Hannah.
She hid me up there.
That's what I need to look up. Hannah.
No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place. The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move.
Who's Eric?
He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Alright. So we're gonna... Did I add this one? Yeah. Alright. Here.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young,
Oh yeah.
we ran away on my birthday.
Birthday, police
Bob Dylan
station.
was playing in London, and we thought we could break into
Maybe
his
Bob
tour bus
Dylan?
and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station.
Portsmouth.
Mum picked me up from the station and took me back to Portsmouth, so he told the police.
What's the other one?
So they came and picked us up
Portsmouth.
and took me back to Portsmouth.
Mouth.
My mum
Mouth.
picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
There's the content that we needed. 18 entries found. Access limited to 5 to first 5 entries. Why only 5?
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
But you
It's
said
Andrew.
what?
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
There we go. Smith.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch, it's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him, it's not in the house. So, it was Friday evening.
Friday
We had an
evening.
argument. He
Argument.
left.
It's another two-ish put
On
it.
Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Parents. Parents. Argument. Friday. Oops.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Man, maybe the
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one. Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diana. Diane? Was that how that's spelled?
Eric was like an uncle to him.
D-I-A-N-E. Alright, y'all. Think we're gonna leave this one here. But this is mad interesting. I am hyped to see where this goes next. This is an awesome concept. It's so crazy and wild and just unique. I'm so hyped to get into it. Alright, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace!